All right, good morning, good earth living. I hope everyone had a really phenomenal Christmas. And as we're moving into the new year, I want to make sure that you know about my two absolute favorite serums that I'm using right now. And of course, they both have frankincense in them because we know frankincense is king. We always say, when in doubt, frank it out. And that's because frankincense can do so many things. So anytime I'm giving you any benefits or like how certain products work, I'm always using a reference tool. I'm not just making this up. This is coming from this reference book. It's called The Essential Life. It's one of my favorites. Hopefully you guys have it. And so when we read about, let me just give you a highlight about frankincense because you can get it for free this month. So any 200 PV or product value order, you'll be able to get frankincense for free. So this is a time when a lot of people either reactivate their account or brand new customers jump in, or you guys do such a great job. If you guys already have an account and you've been tuning in and you're well educated with everything that I'm sharing with you, you know that frankincense is free in December, right? So we do not want to miss out on this. This is an $80 oil that you can get for free with any 200 PV order. So if you've already placed an order this month and you're like, oh shoot, it was $125 or it was $80 or whatever it was, if it was 80 PV, let me know that you're doing an additional order to be the equivalent of that 200 PV, and I'll make sure, I'll talk to my account manager and make sure that you get free frank. Because let me tell you, it's restoring, repairing, regenerating. Top uses here, it talks about cellular and immune health, seizures, trauma, concussion, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, brain injuries, lack of motor control, wounds, wrinkles, skin ulcers, boils, moles, scars and stretch marks, sciatica, back pain, headaches, migraines, depression, anxiety, postpartum, liver toxicity, jaundice, autoimmune disorders, allergies, anything for breast health, also like warts, bites, anything like that, okay? So you definitely do not want to miss out on frankincense, all right? So, and how about to get it for free? It's a full-size bottle that you can get for free. It looks just like this, and it's 250 drops of frankincense oil, okay? So I'm gonna show you my two favorite serums because I am leaving on vacation and these are definitely coming with me, okay? I also made them up last week for the farmer's market and made them available to purchase. And so I'm gonna make up a fresh batch because we completely sold out of both of these at the farmer's market. So, and then I'll also tell you a little bit like why, okay? Why would you want to use these? So you guys have heard me talk a lot about the Glow Serum. It is one of my absolute favorites. This is a small little 0.5 ounce dropper, which I like it smaller than, like this is my bigger one. See the difference between a 1 ounce and a half an ounce? And I like the smaller one just because I like to continue to refill it and keep it fresh. Sometimes I'll layer in a different oil. You know, there's so many oils that are really good for the skin, especially your face. So I like to change it up, but you can also do a full 1 ounce size also when you're making this, okay? Obviously, you're gonna have to fill this half as often when it's larger. So if you find one that you like, go big, okay? So the Glow Up Serum is one of my favorites. And so what you're gonna do, this is your bottle, and you're gonna fill up like your carrier oils up to what I call like the shoulders of your container. So the ones that I use, and I'll put some links in here because I get these ones from Amazon. This Cliganic is really a good product. This one is the Argan oil. So Argan is really good for skin and hair. So I'm gonna do a third of the Argan oil in there. Okay, does that look like about a third? You just gotta eyeball this, okay? The good thing is when you're doing make and takes with your oils, nothing's gonna blow up, okay? Great news, nothing's gonna blow up. Okay, and then the other one is the Rosehip oils. So again, really good for skin and hair. And the Cliganic company is the one I trust the most. So I'm filling that up, okay? And then Of course, we have our castor oil from doTERRA. This is the highest quality of castor oil. It is organic, it is hexane free. It is so incredible. So I've tried several different castor oils, and so we just came out with this in October, and I am elated. It is phenomenal. So when you get it, it will look like this. It won't have the pump. But again, I got the pump on Amazon. I'll give you the link for it. But this is what it will look like. I think it's super easy, much easier when you are using the pump, okay? So, and it's a little bit, you know, castor oil is a little bit thicker, so I like to layer in the other oils so it's not so thick on my face, but castor oil is so good for the skin and hair. Ugh. So I'm pumping it in here. It's really hard to do this like in the air. You're just gonna have to trust me that I'm filling this up with castor oil. What's wrong with my pump? Okay, so I've got it up to like those shoulders, okay, is where I've got it. And then I'm gonna add my oils. Why did I say it like that? So I'm gonna add my oils to this, and we're gonna do 10 drops of frankincense, wherever it is here. So Frank is king. So incredible for healthy, glowing skin. And it's all about that regeneration and rejuvenation of the skin. We're talking about cellular health. So that's why I'm gonna do 10 drops. And it's coming out slowly, of course, because I'm doing this video. But frankincense, again, ooh, look, I can actually talk while I'm counting. There we go, I think that's 10. Like I said, if you get an extra one, don't worry, nothing's gonna blow up. You are okay. And then I love black spruce. So black spruce is really good. Where is it? There it is. Is that it? No, it's not. Here it is. Okay, so black spruce is incredible for just balancing the color of your skin, a good healthy glow, and especially any kind of areas of concern like age spots. So I'm gonna do 10 drops there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a smaller bottle when you get it, so this is going to be like 85 drops. But black spruce is a phenomenal one. It's also very, I mean, it has that woodsy smell, so it's phenomenal in the diffuser. I use that a lot. And then blue tansy. So blue tansy is a little more expensive oil, and so just be a little careful with it. That's why I'm only gonna do 5 drops of it in here. But when I read about blue tansy, it is definitely a great one to have on hand, okay? So blue tansy, we're talking about any kind of skin issues like acne, eczema, psoriasis, even sunburns, also any kind of fungal or skin infections, respiratory issues, hiccups, tension, sinus headaches, migraines, indigestion, stomach ulcers, intestinal worms, cold and flu, mumps, chickenpox, muscle aches, any kind of bug bites, insect repellent, also really good for the thyroid. So this I think is really good even just for like hormonal support, adding it to here. So it is blue, all right? It is blue as we know it. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So you'll see it kind of starting to settle in there with that gorgeous blue color. And then another beautiful blue one is Yarrow Palm. Now Yarrow Palm, my girls and I absolutely love this. So you can use it all by itself. It's super, it is a serum, okay? It's a Yarrow Palm, it's yarrow and pomegranate seed. It looks like this. It's super hydrating for the skin, but it's also very, very lightweight. And any kind of skin issues, so when people talk to me, especially for younger children that will have like eczema and things like that on their hands, the Yarrow Palm is super soothing for that. So I'm gonna do like 1 dropper really full into here, okay? That's really, maybe 1 more just because I love it. Yarrow Palm is so popular that we also have it as a like body renewal serum. So I love to put that like on my chest, arms, legs, all those areas that can just look kind of like tired and dry and flaky. So, but this is how it is now. And then I'm just gonna give it a shake, okay? So once you shake it up, it should look like this, pretty good and mixed up. This is a great gift. it's going to be very balancing for the skin. So it doesn't matter if the person has oily skin or dry skin, whatever it is, this is gonna balance the skin, okay? And also help with those skin imperfections. So when I do it, I'm just running like a layer across my fingers and rubbing it together, and then I'll just work it in. And you can even work it in your neck, push things up. I love to, whatever's extra, use it in your hands. Your hands are also a big telltale sign of your age. So we want to make sure they're not dried up and wrinkly, but this is really, really good. And then I love to do something to just stimulate circulation in your face, okay? So getting rid of any kind of puffiness. A gua sha stone is great. You can get these just about anywhere, but I love to basically open up those lymphatic drains that are gonna be on either side of your neck, okay? And helping things to drain out of the face. So if you wake up with a puffy face or, you know, things just don't look quite right, I love a gua sha stone. So I do this every morning for about maybe 5 minutes. I have a devotional meditation, and so I'll play that while I'm doing it, but I'm just running everything so I opened up these drains right on my neck, and then now I'm just running and steering everything all to those drains. So really good for lymphatic drainage. On the forehead, I love to just kind of, it's almost like a wrinkle eraser. So I love to just kind of break up those deep thought wrinkles, all the issues. Okay, it feels really, really good. But just run everything in general to those drains that you just opened. There's also like usually a gua sha stone is shaped like this. So you can run it. It feels really good, like between your eyes, or if you have any kind of congestion or stuffiness, this will really help to, help with that drainage. I took like a deep, excited breath in. But you'll see that my skin looks a lot more vibrant and glowy, right? We're getting good circulation and blood flow. Bye, Sophie. You could also, I had a class here and people were like, well, I don't have a gua sha, but I have one of these rollers. So you could also do that, okay? So we're just working on blood flow, circulation, and getting rid of puffiness. These also feel really good if you keep them in like the refrigerator. And so they're nice and cool when you put them on your face. But I'm getting rid of all this puffiness, especially under my eyes in the morning. It seems like just my, do you guys ever have it where it's just like one of your eyes is puffy and you're like, why? So for me, it's my left eye. So I like to give that one a little extra love and get some good blood flow, okay? So that's it. Give yourself 5 minutes, but you will be so thankful when you do that. The other one is the magical hair serum, okay? So the hair serum is amazing. It's incredible. I'm loving it. And the cool thing is, like, sometimes hair serum people get worried about because they don't want an oily scalp, okay? So there's a lot of oils that are going into here, but they work really, really, and yes, you could use, I mean, rosemary is probably the #1 that people know and recognize. Rosemary, probably tea tree, frankincense for your hair that really help with hair growth. But the ones that I'm going to show you are also really, really important for balancing the hormones, balancing like the scalp. So whether, again, this is whether it is dry or oily, it doesn't matter because we're gonna be balancing everything, okay? Or especially in these winter months where it can be like flaky or dandruff, those kinds of things. This serum right here is gonna take care of everything, okay? So in here, again, I'm using the smaller size, and it also makes it more affordable when I'm selling these. So this is like $20 for a small 0.5 size, but I can give you a link so that you can see how much all of the oils are. But I'm gonna be putting in geranium. So I'm doing 10 drops of each in this size, okay? Having these oils on hand is great. And the thing I love about when you purchase your oils is, as you know, when I read from The Essential Life, there isn't just like one one purpose, okay, when you're using your oils. There's probably at least 15 different ways that you can use your oil. So unlike anything else that you're purchasing from a pharmacy or over the counter, whatever it may be, and it's for specific sicknesses or things like that, what I love is that the oils work for 15 different things, not just one thing. So it's always great to have a reference book because it will blow your mind when you're reading about all of these, okay? So geranium, and again, one of the best benefits about geranium is that it really focuses on the regeneration of healthy cells, but also balancing your health of your hair. So whether it's oily or dry, it's helping to balance that. So, and I used to hate the smell of geranium, which is terrible, right? Because I'm a garden girl, but now I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't know. I think there's things like that just change in your body or something, or like, oops, this goes here, when your body needs it. But geranium is incredible for even just hormone balancing. You could even add this to like your glow serum, incredible for the skin, okay? So a lot of oils that I'm putting into this magic hair growth serum is also really good for balancing the skin, which is important because you're, you know, even though we're focusing on hair, it's really comes down to the health of your scalp that is going to help with that stimulation of hair growth. So clary sage is another one. Again, we're talking about really balancing the hormones, but it is good for that regulation of if you're too oily or too dry, we're going to take care of that, okay, either way. And so this is good for men or women. So a lot of times with men, because they're pretty bald sometimes, I'll make this into a roller ball. So that's another option. Cedar wood, where is it here? So again, skin balancing for cedar wood. Also really good for regulating your circadian rhythm. So helping your body to naturally produce melatonin at night. I love it for that. But again, we're balancing the skin. And when I looked it up in the Essential Life book, it also said that cedar wood was really good for gray hair. So bring it on. All right, so 10 of those. One, and some oils are thicker than others, so be patient. They just kind of come out a little bit faster or slower, right? So just keep an eye on things. What number am I on? 8, 9, 10? Okay. And then the next one, again, is going to be rosemary, which is key. So my whole family, I can't tell you how much rosemary we blow through because all like my 3 kids, my husband, we have rosemary in the shower, and then we'll just give our scalp a little extra kind of little stimulating massage with rosemary, because the key thing for hair is that rosemary really supports thinning hair, okay? So thinning hair, also any kind of dandruff. So keeping that healthy scalp health. And so I love rosemary. So 10 drops here also. 8, 9, 10. And then we jump into peppermint. And peppermint is going to really stimulate that scalp. So we're invigorating the whole goal. Like I said, we're focusing on the scalp, invigorating, and it also really helps with any kind of brain fog. So again, you're purchasing these oils to make this serum, but also you're going to be able to use this for so many things. Peppermint, I mean, this is a Swiss Army knife of essential oils, right? So love that. And then copaiba. Copaiba is very similar to frankincense in that it is incredible for cellular health and regeneration, but also helping with a healthy scalp. So, or skin too. So there's nothing that copaiba can't touch. It's one of my favorites. It's amazing, like it's even good for like digestion or bloating or constipation. So we're traveling tomorrow. We're gonna be going to Mexico. And my biggest struggle is what oils get to come with me. So what I really look at is what oils can cover the most, what oils can do the most. So copaiba is one. that is not only going to help with like skin, you know, and even emotional support, but it's also going to help with digestive support. So definitely copaiba is coming with me. And then lavender. So lavender, of course, we know to be very calming, but lavender is also really calming for the skin and nourishing. So again, we're focusing on that scalp health. 8, 9, 10. All right. And so I love lavender. It also really helps with hair, like health, like the good, like the vibrancy, the shine, all of that with your hair. And then tea tree, again, really important for your scalp health. So if you look up tea tree in your reference book, it's going to be incredible for dry, itchy scalp, even when kids have breakouts at school and they have to send everybody home or send a note home talking about a breakout of, you know, what's in kids' hair. I always say bring on the tea tree. So you could even add this to your shampoo as a preventative or a way to have like a good healthy scalp all the time. Tea tree, rosemary, those are actually like in our shower all the time, okay? And then our buddy Frank, your best friend, the one that you can get for free this month in December. What a bonus. And so I'm gonna do 10 drops of frankincense, I think. There we go. I'm running out of Frank. I've used so much frankincense, you guys. This is like a brand new bottle. Okay. And then you're going to fill the rest with your castor oil. Okay. So you can see that's about how much your oils are going to fill up. I'm going to fill up the rest with castor oil. I've been using this for a couple weeks now, so it's about halfway through. And so, what I do, again, how I use this, and I said people are like, is it gonna make my scalp oily? No, it's not. So it's something that you can, if you wanna do like an actual hair mask and do it in like real heavy, you can do that. And then I'll do that like the night before and then take a shower in the morning. You can totally do that. But if you wanna just use a little bit every single day, I love, again, we're gonna run this across the front of our fingers, just a really light amount, and I'm just gonna rub it into like my fingertips, okay? Because I'm gonna give myself a little scalp massage. And you can do this with your hair down or up, either way. Just make sure that your fingers, and it smells so good that my husband was like, I put it on at night and he's like, what is that? That smells so good. He's like, can I have some? So I had to make him his own hair growth serum, and the girls made theirs. But just give yourself a really loving scalp massage, okay? We want to focus in on that scalp health, stimulating those hair follicles. It feels amazing. And I feel like, well, of course my hair is getting bigger right now. How crazy is that? But we're stimulating that scalp health, okay? We're focusing on a healthy scalp. And so this is where everything is going to really make a difference. But it feels so good. It's so invigorating. Especially things like that rosemary and your peppermint are super invigorating. So you can see, I just massaged that in. My hair looks bigger already. But it doesn't look oily, right? And you smell amazing everywhere you go. So I've been doing this on a daily basis, just a tiny bit. My girls are really good about like hair masks and stuff like that. I just don't know. It's just easier for me, a little more flexible, just to do a little bit every day. So, what do you guys think? Which one are you gonna try? The glow serum, the hair serum, hair magic, I love to call it, but that's what it does. Boom, okay? So, these are available. I'll have them at the farmer's market. They're $20 each. But I totally encourage and I love to empower people with their products, right? And so definitely make sure you have these oils in your toolkit so that you can make this or give this as a gift if you're struggling, or maybe like, Christmas, I guess, is over, but maybe you're still meeting up with people, or maybe you just want to bless someone with something that is actually meaningful, beneficial, that they're going to appreciate and remember. These are the best 2 gifts that I can think of, because they're so good for everybody. Like I said, my husband uses them, my daughters use them. Charlie will probably use the hair serum because he's pretty pretty, I won't say obsessed with his hair, but it's important to him. Okay, so you can use this anywhere, absolutely anywhere. But like I said, that is my hair magic. And also the glow serum. So let me know which ones you want to try. I'll put some links below, especially for like Amazon. If you're like, oh my gosh, I love my castor oil and I would love a pump for it. I'll put the link in there for that. And then also for the other additional oils that you need for your glow serum, that's really important. And then do you guys want to know where these come from? Like, do you want, I get a box of 24 of these. So, but you could easily get, you know, any size you want, but I give them as gifts all the time. And then of course I have them available at the farmer's market. But these are game changers. I absolutely love them. It is a great way to give yourself an extra 5 minutes, and you're definitely going to notice a difference. If you have any questions, let me know. But we're on the countdown to the end of December. So you have just a couple more days to be able to jump in. Get your buddy Frank for free. We have been using this like crazy, just because, like I said, if you saw what I read about frankincense, it does all the things. Okay, if I could have to go to a deserted island, and I could only take one oil, it would be frankincense, because I know it covers all the things. So again, leaving for vacation tomorrow. This is at the top of my list. Definitely bringing it with me. If you have any questions, let me know. So excited for 2026 as we jump in. We're going to be kicking off our big 90-day reset. And so I'll be educating on you with that. We'll be rewarding you in a really big way if you jump in and focus on that 90-day reset to feel your absolute best in 2026. It's super easy to do, and it's going to be even more beneficial if we're all jumping in it together, right? So let me know if you have any questions. We're at the end of December. Goodbye 2025, but there's still time for you. If you want to be a reactivated customer, I can help you get reactivated to take advantage of being able to make all of these things. Or maybe you just want to take control of your health and you want some VMG in your life, I can help you with that. Or if you are an existing customer, again, if you want to make sure that you get that free frankincense, placing your second order, I'll contact my account manager and make sure that you're getting frank as long as the 2 orders total up to 200 PV. Or a brand new customer, jump on in. This is the time to take control of your health and wellness and get to do all these fun things too. So have a happy new year, guys. We'll see you soon.